Podcast.
Vibes.
Welcome to the casting couch, guys.
Podcasting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 11. We have a very special guest. Ali Salah,
It's me.
the guy who didn't press record on episode 2 and fucked this all up.
You didn't tell. You said I didn't need to do anything, so you fucked that up.
No swearing on this podcast. It's a family-friendly show.
Fuck off.
Really, is that why I press explicit every time we upload to YouTube?
Sex. Is this going to be a regular thing?
And that's today's podcast.
Do I have to see him every week now?
But I don't know. Do you want to see him every
I don't
week?
want to see you every
I
week.
don't want to see
You
that.
just don't want to do the drive. You don't want to commit.
No.
Ali, should we talk about commitment today?
Okay.
Okay.
Let's commit.
Is that what we're talking
Are
about?
we committing to that?
Why are you single?
Probably for a multitude of reasons, but I can't tell you why.
If you had to drill down,
Don't use my words. How dare you?
I don't know.
is it because you can't accept love from women?
Maybe.
Is it because of your deep-seated disrespect for women?
No.
Do you
Because that
respect
doesn't
women?
exist.
Do you respect women?
Yes.
All of them?
No.
Which ones do you not respect?
Pretty Patel.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because she's a bitch.
I think she's actually
But
rather
why?
lovely.
Like, I know we cuss Pretty Patel on this podcast, and she probably watches, but like, I'm telling you, she definitely. Someone scrapes the internet. And,
It's like a victim becoming a bully, just so that he doesn't get picked on.
I got in a fight with Pretty Patel once.
Really? Where was that, Mushin?
Outside House of Parliament. She won by disqualification.
I saw your brain thinking. I saw you thinking. Is the answer up there?
She won
Is the answer up there?
She won by disqualification. She bit my ear.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, because I kept low blowing her. I kept punching her in the pom pom, and then she lost her temper and bit
But
my
why'd
ear.
you pick on the South
Explains
Asian?
all her anger.
Huh?
Why'd you pick on the South Asian?
Bruv, I'm more South Asian than Pretty Patel.
Pretty Patel's lost her South Asianness.
She really did.
She's lost it all. She is no longer ethnic.
They are not claiming her. They've passed her on to the white community, and even they don't really want her.
She's not an ethnic diversity. So she wouldn't understand the baseball bat joke.
Yeah.
Cricket bat. Sorry.
Mate,
Sorry.
Well, no, you can adapt it for American audiences so they understand.
Baseball.
Bro,
When you go on tour.
I don't think we should say words on this podcast. I think we should just say sound effects.
What, so we're doing ad-libs like right?
Inside.
Joke!
Put me on the spot now.
Bullet.
It's bullet! You gotta deal with that.
Your ability to blur the lines of what you can and can't say as an Indian man is truly impressive.
Why? What do I say?
You're the type of guy to go into a Caribbean restaurant and talk in an accent because you think they'll find it endearing.
No, it's not. I will try speaking their language.
He calls all the waitresses sweetheart.
No, I don't. I
You
called
wanna
her
speak
once.
their language?
No, he does. He says once.
He does.
One time. Ooh,
One
sweetheart.
sweetheart.
No, it's not one
All right,
time.
sweetheart.
Go
Let's
to
do
the pub.
it.
Ooh, sweetheart. How you
You
doing?
do it here, by the way.
No, I did it one time. Have I never ever done it again? No, because Muslim cussed me so hard.
You know how many letters
You only
HR
done
have
it.
gotten about
You
you?
only done it here. You haven't done it once then, because it's the first time I'm
No,
here.
I've done it one time here.
No, more than once here.
So it's
No,
once
I've done it once
it's
here.
at least once everywhere.
He called my nan sweetheart at her funeral. Imagine that.
I'm sorry, is this a
He
podcast?
said R.I.P. sweetheart. So dark. My nan's alive, touch wood. Oh, fuck.
This is wood. This is definitely wood. Underneath this, there's wood. I'm telling you. Right, what is the topic of today's podcast?
I don't know. Let's talk about Travis Scott. He's in trouble.
Who's responsible? Who's responsible?
I think everyone's to blame.
Right, is that
Slightly, innit?
just blanket?
Yeah.
Blanket.
No, it is to blame. Because I've seen, it's because it's been going everywhere. I've seen, apparently there's footage of him realising that the ambulances are all arriving and taking unconscious people out. And then he goes, everyone put your middle fingers up to the sky.
If you're okay.
This didn't turn into a Trippie Red concert.
Bruh.
XXX Tassion.
You know what's not going to age well? There's footage of Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott's daughter leaving the concert. And his daughter, she's like 5 in it, so she's not to know, goes like this to the crowd.
See, it's funny that you say leaving, because the video I saw that in said entering.
Fugazi.
She was coming or going?
what is misinformation? There's a lot of misinformation surrounding
There's so
this.
much. Have you seen all the stuff that is? He did this on purpose because he's a Satan worshiper.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
blood
so this is
sacrifice.
blood
there was
sacrifice.
an aerial shot, and it showed the stage was a cross moving into. Obviously, his set looks like hell, and if you put it on its head, it looks like the cross is getting eaten into hell. I don't know what the word is. I'm losing my mind right
this
now.
is
I mean,
how
if there's
conspiracy.
There's so
any
much
kind of
caffeine in my
interpretation.
system.
Yeah, but it's like no one ever says this about those fucking goth festivals where everyone's just punching each other in the face. No, that's really
that happens?
Yeah, like
I don't go to
All right.
festivals. The
Think
only
about
concert
it.
I've ever gone to where I've been and I've jumped in mosh pits was an AJ Tracy concert, and that was it. And Section Boys. No, it was Section Boys, not AJ Tracy. Section Boys. It wasn't AJ Tracy.
Smoke Boys now, they fucked up. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say.
This is how conspiracy theories work about Travis Scott and conspiracy
Russian
theories in
past, man,
general,
forget
right?
this, okay?
This is people's logic on TikTok with this Travis Scott thing, right? Travis Scott, his name starts with a T, it ends with an S, the Satan. I get those goosebumps every time. Goosebumps. Connotations to spirituality and the devil. And if you look at the crowd, at times it was in the shape of a triangle. Illuminati confirmed it was a Satan worship. It was Kris Jenner's birthday on the day. It's her name Kris Jenner. Who cares? Illuminati confirmed. You guys clearly don't know how blood sacrifices work.
This is literally all I've seen in
And
the
then
last 2
every
days.
every conspiracy theory video ends like this: wake up.
You need to wake up. You need to wake up and see.
See
See
the
what's
light.
in front of you. It's all in front of you.
I think there's good reason to believe that there are lizards that rule the world. Should I just leave now?
No, why?
I'm so. But that is an actual conspiracy. People believe
Oh, yeah.
that lizards are.
I love the flat Earth theory because they literally spend their
flat
whole
Earth is
time
the
just
best.
proving themselves wrong.
I've got it. Lizards rule the world. Queen Elizabeth, Lizzie, lizard. Say no more. Wake up.
I'm gonna TikTok 10 seconds.
Perfect.
yes. Ah, you're on fire today. For a guy that didn't sound like you wanted to get out of bed, you're doing all right.
I don't want to be here because he's here.
Why do you hate him so much? Let's talk about your two relationship. Come on.
He's the
chat to
fatter
me.
version of me.
I can't wait till I have a proper podcasting mic because this feels so
Wait,
weird. No, I sound dead and
No.
behind. It's all right. What?
Ali, we've done this.
Yeah, it's under
Oh.
control, buddy.
Oh,
do
okay.
you not watch our content?
yeah.
You should
You
know
sure?
your role.
I thought you cut out this shit.
No, it's in the background.
Oh,
I just
okay.
synthesize.
Oh, fair enough.
Synthesize.
It sounds
Synthetic
That
sound.
is
Synthesize.
louder than it usually is though today. Surprisingly.
No, it's alright. No, carry on. You got this under control.
I have it
G.
under control, all right? Yeah, we're on a podcast. We're doing our thing. Yeah.
Tell Ali how you feel about it.
I like Ali. We were talking about this in the car. We were chatting a lot,
really?
and I was like to him, wow, that went on a long time. But our relationship, I said, came from, it was an unlikely relationship.
Keep talking.
Something that I didn't think was going to come into fruition, because I met you when we were at Jumeirah Lounge,
Jumeirah.
where Ali worked.
Of the lounge.
And the first time I met you, I thought you were cool, but you were odd cool.
Ugly.
Because you were talking to me about your sandwich idea.
Fat.
Proposals. There needs to be a gourmet sandwich place, and there's not a gourmet sandwich place.
Smoked sandwiches.
There's not enough. No, and nothing. It does not. Everything has to be named after this. God damn it!
I think you're a terrible human being. I don't
Thank
know
you.
why.
Thanks.
Ouch.
But why? Why do you think gourmet sandwiches are the way forward?
Because they're easy.
For who?
But everyone, you want to go somewhere, everyone can agree on a sandwich. Someone's like, oh, I feel like crispy chicken. Someone's like, oh, I feel like steak. Have a steak sandwich, or you can have a crispy chicken wrap.
You know what annoys me about Viraj?
What?
He tries to make conversation on the podcast.
That's not. It's not.
Why
a
can't we
podcast
just sit
before.
here?
We haven't really finished
silence.
our
It'll probably get more views.
ASTROWORLD theories.
Oh, more
So
Astro
who's to
theories.
blame? Who's actually who's going to get prosecuted in terms? Yes, I think everyone is to blame.
He's gonna get sued by like 10,000 different people. People are gonna claim whiplash who were at the concert.
Well, you know, like 300 people were sent to hospital.
300.
Yeah, apparently, well, allegedly. This is what I've heard.
Who's to blame? I think we talked about the Alec Baldwin situation on Rust, right? And you said it was not the director,
Producer's fault.
Producer's fault. In a similar
every
scenario,
single day.
this would be the event organizer's
Event
fault.
organisers.
It's not
But
Travis.
At the same time, I think Travis has some blame.
What, for hyping up the crowd? Not
Not
He has a
like-
history of
he-
this.
but
He's
thing
done
is-
this before.
Yeah, he's done this before.
Yeah.
I saw this article today. 2017, kid got put in a wheelchair.
He got put in a
Paralyzed,
wheelchair.
yeah, because of the concert and overcrowding. But at the same time, it's like, cool. As Travis Scott, your job is to get the crowd as hyped as possible. That I agree with. That's what you're there. That's what people are there for.
If you go to a festival and they don't hype you up,
apply
that's a
some
problem.
common sense. innit?
Exactly. But exactly, you need to start applying some kind of common sense to be like, oh, okay, this is where it needs to stop. You need to realize what you're doing. You are watching the crowd the whole time. Yeah, there's going to be lights in your face, but you can see them. You're able to see people struggling. There's footage of him noticing people being carried out unconscious. At that point, you need to figure out what's going on. And there's points of concern where you see him. So it's like, yeah, I think he's to blame a bit, but you have such a magnitude of people as well.
But to be honest,
There needs to be more control.
on the flip side to that, if you're expecting a most likely drunk rapper, 20-something rapper, to be the adult in the room at a concert that has probably 100,000 people at it, you are stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen how Adele handled a similar situation
How?
on TikTok? So Adele was doing, I think it was Glastonbury,
Yeah.
and someone was extremely unwell in the audience. So the event manager came out and basically told the audience to make a gap so the paramedics can get to the person. And she just calmed. Obviously, she can't be singing while they're doing that. So she started talking about just her day to the audience and just keeping them entertained. She started doing stand-up comedy. Honestly, Adele's a lovely
She's
person.
an entertaining
Yeah,
person though.
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is he gonna do?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The blame, like, there's somewhat the blame can be put on him, but it's 100% event organisers. How is that all happening? All this chaos happening. There's people being carried out, and no one's gone. Pause the show.
Yeah.
Pause the show. Not one person went up and went to man and were like, "There's people fucking dying. You need to stop."
I think the damning bit about all of this was there's a video of him on a crane. You know, Travis, he's on a crane, and there's the video pans from the ambulance and then paramedics at the bottom, like carrying people away. And it pans to him still recording, or still singing and entertaining. I'm like, sure, yeah, you're at a point where you need to hype up the crowd and everything, but like, just pause.
Sicko
Like, use some
Mode.
common sense.
Sicko Mode is a good song though, to be fair.
I agree with you. We were listening to it on the way up.
We're not doubting his music
His
ability.
music ability.
That should be some sort of consideration.
Okay, but yeah,
Oh, okay.
people
Sorry.
died.
This is what happens when we put all three of us together. Muhsin
Gets too excited.
tries to be a little
like?
bit funny. He doesn't act normal.
What did you guys speak about the Alec Baldwin thing?
No, we haven't chatted about that.
What do you think about that?
Interesting. But this ain't the first time this has happened. This is how Bruce Lee's son died.
Serious?
So
Bruce Lee, somewhere there.
Bruce
Wait,
Lee's son died.
ASTROWORLD or Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin. So he died on set. So I actually went to the set. So they were filming it in Egypt, inside this ancient Egypt ruin, right? And the bullet hole is still there. It's a tourist attraction now.
What, the spot that Bruce Lee's son died?
Yep.
Jesus, man.
They were filming an action film, and they thought the gun wasn't loaded. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories around this, saying the same people who killed Bruce Lee arranged for Bruce Lee's son to also be killed. Because there's conspiracy theories that Bruce Lee was killed because he had a debt to a Chinese mafia in New York.
That's nuts.
I forget
That
the
is so
mafia's name.
interesting.
That's
At
crazy.
the time, they were saying.
But is that
Is that a recent thing?
is
or-
that a doubtful thing of a gun going off on set, or did someone shoot a gun on set?
Someone shot a gun on set. It was meant to be part of the film. It was meant to be
Oh, okay,
aimed
yeah,
at
yeah.
and shot. Right. Obviously, there's not going to be any bullets in it.
But how does a gun get loaded? You did film
So-
at uni, so how does a gun
Bro.
get loaded?
Even for a fucking student film, do you know how much regulation we have to put in for a gun? I tried to order BB guns because we needed guns for our short film. So we tried to order BB guns that we were going to spray paint black. They already had black ones on the website, but in order to order a plastic black BB gun with no like orange bits on it, you have to have a license to purchase it.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. That's a really good thing. I was surprised by it because I got a call for it saying, "Oh, we need your license to be sent." I'm like, okay. Additional to that, you have to put up signs fucking everywhere in the location you're filming. Even if it's like you're inside a building in many different hallways down and whatever, you have to put signs everywhere saying, prop gun on set. And on top of that, you need to notify the police as well. So there's so many regulations in place. Now, they probably went through all of these regulations on set. However, why was the fuck was a loaded gun given to someone on set? Even blanks are not used because blanks...
What is a blank?
A blank is a gun without a bullet. So there's a canister that fires the explosion, but this is why they don't use blanks usually, like most of the time, because if something gets caught in it, it can blast into you and kill you.
So what do you use instead?
Special effects. We're at a point. You know, John Wick has no blanks in the whole film. Like I'm not sure which one. I know one of them they didn't use any blanks. I think because I remember reading for this case that
so they were missing on purpose for real bullets. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think he's saying that they were shooting, but the sound and the gun firing is all done in post.
All done in post. So there's no actual blanks being fired. Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah.
So you don't.
So he just makes the action.
Just action.
And the recoil.
Why don't they just do that? That's fine. John Wick
That's fine. Yeah. And like I can understand using it. Like why? And the thing is, apparently on the Alec Baldwin set as well, this already happened. Like a gun already went off twice. People were leaving. People were resigning because there was no health and safety for it. So the fact that it went from that to lead to this, it is completely fucked up. Like this has so many precautions beforehand in order to not let shit like this happen, and somehow it still happened.
What are the ramifications of something like this though, like going forward?
Someone's gonna probably go to jail.
Yeah, for some kind of manslaughter.
The gun expert on set said they're all so they're trying to work out who handed who the gun last, and they're all literally pointing at each other now. No one wants to take responsibility.
Well, the thing is, one person goes to someone else. There's so many people on a fucking set. So one person went to someone else. This is the gun. You need to give it to this person. That person went that person. That person passed it to someone else and went.
Yeah, that's wrong, bro. Like that should be the last thing that's brought on right before they say action.
Yeah.
And there should be an invigilator who comes in and says, "You have now been handed the gun."
But that's what they said happened because they went cold gun. Cold gun means non-loaded gun. So it was not loaded. So clearly someone just went, they can go...
How come two people were injured though? Because surely if you shoot once...
I think it went through the person and hit, like it went through them and hit
well, there's no one said anything
That's
about
what I think happened. I don't hold me to it. Or
no one knows how many shots were fired?
Or maybe he lost
control. They don't know yet. I thought I thought it was one bullet.
See, I don't know because no one's saying there was one bullet. Everyone is just saying there's shots were fired.
You fire the gun and then your body jumps and you could hit another one.
So is it possible that he fired the gun, lost complete control, and then fired it again?
That's a possibility, yeah.
I've never held a loaded gun.
It's very hefty.
I've shot a gun before.
I've never shot a gun.
It's kind of creepy. I didn't want to shoot it again.
It's a lot of... You really like... There's a lot of fucking power.
I've held a gun before. I did army cadets in like secondary school. So I've held a gun.
Bro, they're hefty. They're big fucking things. Yeah, they're heavy.
But I'm sure it wasn't... They said it was a pistol, right? It's like probably a Glock or... I don't know.
They're still fucking heavy. They're still really
heavy. It's a big piece of equipment. It's like...
it's got to contain an explosion. Like, it's fucking like...
Owning guns in Cyprus is extremely common.
Really?
It's not like it, yeah.
But like, there are places... But is there a lot of gun crime there?
No.
Differences?
No, because I think one of the reasons why there's not a lot of gun crime there is because there's compulsory military service in Cyprus.
So everyone knows how to handle a gun.
They know how to handle a gun. They own guns, but because they've been in the army, they probably respect guns.
Yeah.
It's weird that you respect the gun. Like
you should respect the gun.
They respect swords.
Yeah.
I find that super interesting.
America has
always going to be someone with a dagger that's going to come and fucking.
But then, as humans, we have this fascination about things that can kill people.
Well, that's our nature.
After a school shooting in the United States, Donald Trump's reasoning was, I bet that wouldn't have happened if the students knew how to use guns and if the teachers had guns. When you sign up to be a teacher, you are not signing up for that.
It's like trying to put someone on a diet plan, but giving them loads of chefs.
Yeah.
Let's give you all the
Your
food in the
analogies
world.
continue to blow my mind.
And all the chefs, and just make him bare food and whatever he wants. It's a great way.
We always come back to Trump, man. Why? You love him.
He's an interesting man.
I'm
China.
obsessed with him.
China.
It's the way he says it. It's the way he says it. I hope we can get him on this podcast one day.
No,
I don't want to speak
I
to
will
him.
find every
I would
way.
find it so interesting.
I'll find every way to
Trying to have a
get
conversation
rid of
with
him.
Trump, you'll be wasting your breath because you're not going to be able to ask him what you really want to ask him. You're not going to really get what you want from him because they're not going to let you ask the questions you want to ask. They're just going to lie anyway. It'll be like talking to a child.
Yeah. Anytime I've heard him speak, there's been no reasoning behind what he says. None. It's literally just good, really good crowd work.
Very good.
He's incredible entertainer.
Yeah.
But then he's got like that because he's been the face of the company.
But it's terrifying how much America is just like run by corruption and racism and shit. It's hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's not hilarious. But it's fucking fascinating at the same time. It's terrifying.
You know what Trump's best line was?
What?
Coming up to the 2016 election, he spent the entire time talking about how he's going to build this big, beautiful wall. It's going to be amazing wall. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best wall ever built. And then as soon as he wins the election, he goes on the Jimmy Kimmel show or Jimmy Fallon and he goes, we're going to build that big, beautiful wall and that wall is going to have a big, beautiful door.
One door. Just one.
Just one door.
Across
twist.
the whole
How
many
the
miles.
whole of the American.
It's going to have a door and all the Mexicans are going to have a key.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Trump. Always end back on Trump.
What was some of the stuff we talked about on the one where I didn't press record?
Spoke about uni a lot.
I spoke about uni experiences.
What have you experienced at uni?
Oh no, let's talk about I got one. Okay, right. You got 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. The last night of uni. That's the one we've been waiting for.
What? Oh, the final SU?
Final SU night. Mussin's final SU night.
Mussin's final SU night.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Please.
Allegedly.
Tell the camera.
So, where do I start with this one? I think I have to set up your mind frame at the time. So I think Muhsin was seeing someone, and they went out on a few times, and I think they were a mild alcoholic because they dragged Muhsin along and just got him drunk apparently. So Muhsin was quite excited about his drinking at the time. He was like, I've toughened myself up for alcohol. So we're pre-drinking for this night out. It's at uni, and we really shouldn't be going out. I feel like it was way overdue, but it was like we hadn't gone out in a while. We were like, fuck it, let's go. So we're pre-drinking at our friend Peter's to go to a pre-drinks and drink more before going out. Classic.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, because he doesn't fucking remember. So we have like a litre bottle of rum between us, and we're not even at the main pre-drinks, and I've had about like maybe just under a quarter. Muhsin's definitely had half of this bottle. Yeah. In this less than an hour, yeah. I'm like, Muhsin, slow down, bro. He's like, nah. I need to. I was like, I know I can handle my drink now, yeah. I can handle it. I'm like, cool. He's like, I've been out loads. So he's like, doing the don't worry. It's fine. I've got this. Yeah, I've got this. So we go to our pre-drinks. We're with our friends. It's really good vibes. Everyone's having loads of fun. Muhsin got taught how to whine because he can't dance. It was fantastic vibes. We go out, and then the whole night is really good night, good music and everything. Anyway, I turn and Muhsin's like getting into a bit of a tuffle with someone. Yeah.
So this is you're out.
We're out now. Yeah, we're in the venue, everything. Yeah. Fucking SU. So yeah, Muhsin's in a tuffle with. I love how he's hiding in the corner now. Muhsin's having a little tuffle with someone. Nothing, no pushing and shoving, just kind of in each other's face. Yeah. Come over. What's going on, you lot? Yeah. What's happening here? Yeah. I'll be the wall. Yeah. What's going on? What's what's the problem? Yeah. They're like, oh, bruv, we don't know why it's happening. I'm like, okay. Muhsin's pretty angry, yeah. Anyway, we diffuse the situation and we continue with our night, yeah. About a half hour later, I turn, Muhsin's in like another fucking push and shove, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go over, same thing again.
Same people?
No, different people. I'm like, what's the problem? Yeah, like, I'm ready for anything, ready to sort out, all ready to just like, it's cool quits, all ready to scuff if need be. Yeah, I'm just here to help my friend. Yeah. Anyway, these are again are like, bro, what we don't like. Same thing again, like, bro, we don't know. He came up to us and he's like bare angry, and Muhsin's like fucking, yeah, Muhsin's like sitting there pissed. He's pissed, yeah, but not at max. Yeah, he's not at max angry. I'm still a bit like how Muhsin. Okay, bear in mind, Muhsin doesn't get into any kind of trouble. He's not a troublemaker. He won't come past anyone, yeah, and try to start a problem. Yeah, never. It's not in his nature. Yeah, he doesn't do that. So
You look so
we diffuse this next situation, bro. About 15 minutes later, he's in another push and shove, and I'm like, all right, what the fuck is wrong with Muhsin?
The funniest thing is, I've never seen him like that.
Yeah. This is the funny one, yeah. So he's sitting there and he's angry, like he's like, bro, what the fuck? And I think these lot were giving it a bit, yeah. They were giving it a bit of lip, like don't fucking push it out. And Muslim's like, fucking blah 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 blah, effing and blinded and all this shit, yeah. Bear in mind, me and Peter now are like standing in front of Muhsin to these lot, like, bro, just relax. Like we know at this point, it's not them lot, it's Muhsin. Muhsin's causing the problems, yeah. So he's just pissed. And I'm like, bro, what happened? He's like, I'm asking Muhsin what happened. He's like, fuck them lot, fucking dickheads, bro. If they want it, they can fucking have it. Yeah, all this shit. We're like telling them lot, sorry. At this point, it's no longer, well, what's the problem? It's, sorry, our friend is a bit fucked at the moment. Yeah, I don't know why he started and everyone. They're like, we don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah. Bear in mind, behind me, Muhsin's sitting there going, bring them to me. Bring them to me. Yeah.
Take your top off at this point.
No. Bring them to me. I forgot this is we're only like halfway through the night, yeah. So we diffuse this one again. We move him. We're all having a good time. And then again, Muhsin's in another fucking tiff and taff of someone. Proper getting in their face. But at this point, I literally just pick him up and carry him away. And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I just pick him up and move him. Anyway, all right. So now we're near the end of the night after all our fucking kerfuffles. We go back to where we were pre-ing. We're just all chilling, vibing. Some of us are smoking, some of us are this. Muhsin's sitting there. He's having a whale of a time. He's on the phone to someone. So I'm like, so me and Adelina, we're like, Mus, we're gonna go see Mo in the library, yeah, because he's out. He's doing an essay. He's literally right around the corner. So we'll be back. Yeah. He's saying this. Yeah. Cool, yeah, cool, whatever, go. We go up, me and Adelina just vibing, play music, we go see Mo, we're chilling, we're having a good time. We come back, Mo's now driving us back to go pick up Muhsin, yeah? Because me and Muhsin are staying at Peter's. Yeah. Peter's staying at his girlfriend's at the time, yeah? So we have the place to stay, yeah? More than comfortable accommodation. We go back and we're like, Muhsin, we're outside. He's like, yeah, I'm hearing like fucking grunting down there. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Yeah, he's like, we're outside the prees. He's like, come out. He's like, I'm not there. I'm like, bro, where are you? He's like, I'm outside Travel Lodge. Yeah, I'm outside Travel Lodge. We're like, bro, why you outside Travel Lodge? He's like, don't give me a fucking room. He's like screaming. He's like, they won't give me a fucking room. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, I know they're fucking lying. I know they have a room, and they're not letting me in, the racist fucking pricks. Yeah?
This is Mr. Misinformation over here, yeah?
Yeah.
This is Mr. I solve the world's problems.
Yeah. It's not just racist. It could be anything. It was anything he could throw. It was like fucking pricks just because they're having a shit day. It was everything, yeah? I'm like, Muhsin, why are you there? You're staying at Peter's. He's like, oh yeah. So we drive down. He's like, well, all right, bro, just wait there. We're coming to pick you up, yeah? This is like 4:30 in the morning, yeah, on a fucking Friday or Wednesday night. And Muhsin is standing there outside the Travel Lodge in his fucking jumper, yeah, just cold as fuck. Just like, we're like, get in. So we go back. And then, yeah, we get back. And then Muhsin is in the mood for a heart-to-heart, and it was lovely. It was like a whole roller coaster of a night. We started talking about feelings and shit.
At what point did you forget the night? At what point of the night do you remember?
I remember being in the cab going to the SU, and
We didn't take a cab to SU. We took it to the pre-drinks.
oh, right. And there was an Indian Uber driver, yeah, and I was trying to convince him that he should quit being an Uber driver and open an Indian restaurant in a place where there's no Indian people. God knows why. Yeah. And then I remember being in the SU, and I offered to buy this guy I knew and his mate, who I didn't know, shots. Yeah.
I think this is one of the reasons he was beefing.
We had the shots, and then while we're having the shots, in my brain, I decided, no, this guy's trying to finesse me. So I grabbed the guy, and I was like, you trying to finesse me for a drink? I just gave Ali COVID, I just spat on his face.
It was a big bit.
Sorry.
Oh.
Let me lick it off.
No. Anyway.
I'm looking at you like, what?
It's alright.
What have you done?
And that's all I remember. The rest of the night was blood. Apparently at one point I got kicked out, and no one's sure to this day how I got back in.
Oh my god, no, that was me. I got you back in.
Oh, right.
So yeah, he actually got kicked out. And I think this was the second one. Yeah? The third beef, where he was really angry. Yeah, he was like, bring them to me. So Muhsin, they're like, after that 5 minutes after, security's like, can you come outside, mate? Yeah? Muhsin's like calm and collected, but on his face he's pissed. Yeah? Pissed. And I'm like, he's like standing outside, dead silence, very calm, everything, yeah? I'm like, security guys, I was like, mate, these guys keep on starting on him, and we're literally just trying to go away, and I'm like trying to soothe the whole situation. They're like, all right, just come back in, don't do any trouble and all this shit. And then continues another time to fucking beef people. But yeah.
I'm clearly the victim in this story.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
I was a victim to Captain Morganson.
You were a victim to yourself.
And this is why you don't drink.
Captain Morgan really said that night, I am the captain.
When's the last time any of you were that drunk?
Not since then. The next day, we went to Golden Calf, right? And I was trying to eat my baked beans, and my hand was doing this. I was hungover for a week.
The last time I was that drunk was Carnival. No, actually, Carnival I wasn't, because I was collected enough to get home. I think third year.
Really?
Third year.
I don't know. I think the last time I was that, but now I just handle it. Now I'm just like peacefully sick if I get too drunk, if I drink too much.
Can I tell the story about the time I first drank with Viraj?
Yeah, if you want to. That's a little bit too much, man. You might have to admit some stuff.
I'll admit some stuff.
Go ahead.
Right. Okay. So I had known Viraj for a few days. Viraj turns up.
A grand total of probably about 4 hours of contact time.
Yeah.
That was it.
So we're all drinking. Viraj turns up late, right? And he's drinking his arse off. He's drinking like he's trying to hurt himself.
I was drinking Crevossier at that point.
And he was fine. He was completely fine. I wasn't drinking that heavily that night, right? I go to the bathroom. Actually, no, I was quite drunk because Peter, if you remember, Peter had a bathroom where the light would just turn off when you were in the bathroom.
This was under the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Sensor light. And it would go off after like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So you did nothing.
Nothing
to that, like, was that quick ever in that bathroom.
And I was having a wee, right? And the light turned off on me. This is how I know I was drunk. As soon as the light went off, I just started giggling profusely. And Viraj was fine when I went to the bathroom. When I came back, Viraj was upside down, cycling his legs.
With a balloon?
Yes. I wasn't going to say that bit, but...
Hey ho.
Yeah.
You can cut that bit out.
There's fire. It's all right. It's
yeah. He was upside down doing a balloon. And we lost him towards the end of the night. And the next morning, I messaged him. I was like, I hope he's fine. And then he calls me. And he's like, you all right, mate? I'm just making an omelette. And I was like, after all that, you're up at 9 a.m. just making an omelette.
I was up at 7.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
But that was my thing. I always made sure to get up early the next. Don't ask me why. I just did.
Every time I drink, I get up super early.
Shall we tell
I hit an alarm. I set an alarm before I go to bed.
That's horrible.
Do you want to tell my drug story as well at Peter's barbecue?
Oh, does anyone have a story about me?
You're actually very well behaved, you know.
You've never let yourself go.
I don't think you guys have, like, I think I got that all out the way in, like, second year.
Sabby's the worst. The other day at 1 minute smoke.
Sabby has always been like this.
Yeah.
He'll never change.
Sabby walks up to me at 1 minute smoke after already buying me like 4 drinks. Yeah, and bear in mind, I have to present. So I'm technically working, so I can't be too drunk. and he hands me a drink at the break.
Drake.
Drake. He hands me a drink at the break, and he goes, "Drink this, it's spiked." And I'm like,
He does not have a filter when he's drunk.
I'm waiting.
It wasn't
I'm waiting.
spiked, and
It
our
wasn't
friend would
spiked.
never spike anyone. Would not.
This is true, this is true.
Never
He
do
just-
anything.
He lets himself
He
go.
just
But the
likes.
thing
He
is-
just likes to be very vulgar and has no filter when he's drunk. So
It's all in good jest, for sure.
yeah.
It's hilarious though.
His mate, who I've never met, offered me a shot, and I said, "Oh, we'll go back on stage." And he went, looked at me and went, "Never met this guy before in my life." He went, "Stop being a pussy." And I was like, "Okay, fair
I
enough."
was like, well, when you say it like that,
You're gonna have to have the shot after someone says that, innit? You can't just walk away.
no. You have no right.
Because it's our show, I felt like I had to entertain the shot at this point.
Yeah, no. You have
like-
We were talking about this last week. Like, we don't have to do that. We just make sure everyone's like getting
Do you know,
having
bro,
fun.
do you know how many times I'm like, Sabby would be like, "Do you want a drink?" I'm like, "No." He's like,
Yeah,
"No, come have a drink."
but
He's
it's
like-
savvy.
And then,
It's like 2 or 3 people
yeah,
that do that, but you can say no to them.
Yeah, Sabby, you can't.
But people will come up to him.
Sabby,
But
yeah.
Savvy, you can't.
But,
But there are people that will come up to him that like.
you just get wankered. For
Yeah.
free, like, yeah, it's wicked.
Can I just say,
Very nice people.
for the people who haven't been to 1 Minute Smoke, when you come to 1 Minute Smoke, the first half of the show is extremely responsible and everyone's been very professional. The second half of the show
Everything falls apart.
has just become a drunken shit show with the audience. Halfway through the show, our DJ, shout out DJ Plenty, just decided to turn it into TalkSport and debate Man United with the audience.
That did happen.
And no one cares.
It's great. Buy tickets.
When's our next show?
January 20...
Have you already forgotten the
28th.
date?
27th.
It's the last. It's the
27th.
last Thursday of every
January,
month,
yes.
starting next year.
When you say next year, you make it sound so far away.
No, it's January.
It is
right?
next year.
It is next year.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Let's talk.
And then we'll do my drug story at Peter's barbecue.
Oh, we'll cycle back to it.
I think he should grow out his beard again. No, but to the full length of Viraj. All right, so for this beard, when we make this a clip,
Yeah.
put a picture of big beard Viraj.
Are you talking like Viraj on YouTube, Viraj?
Yeah.
That one. That is too big.
I
I
think-
think grow it so you can plait it into 2 bits.
Yeah, but it just looks a bit Caribbean. Like I look like a pirate.
Change it every week.
That's long. You know me, I'm low maintenance when it comes to this stuff.
You
Yeah,
hear
but
what he
it's
just
only
said?
1 day a week.
They say, you know, he might be discreetly racist. He goes, it looks a bit Caribbean. I look like a pirate. Pirates
No,
of the Caribbean.
come on.
Pirate or
Yes.
Caribbean?
Why'd you do
Pick
this
one.
to me? I'm not a closet racist.
You might be.
Might be.
I'm not.
We could all be.
If you guys don't think Viraj is a closet racist, just scroll back on his Facebook. Viraj has to write an apology letter.
I wrote 2 articles.
Mike,
3
you-
articles.
Can you put like a screenshot of the article for this bit?
Yeah, I'll put a screenshot.
Might
It
have
said
to-
everything
might have
apart
to cut
from
that
I'm
bit
sorry.
out.
Did you say sorry in it?
No, I didn't say sorry.
Wow.
I apologise to my friends.
Don't apologise.
Look in the camera and apologise to the Black
sorry.
American community.
Apologise to fucking nobody.
It's
I
okay.
apologise to absolutely fucking nobody.
Okay, alright. 10,000 likes and Viraj will grow his beard
Are we really those people?
to
We
look
are.
like this photo. Go.
Don't do that.
Clip that.
Are we
I
begging
got
for
you.
likes now?
No, it's part of the process.
What's part of the process?
Don't worry.
it's
I'm social media manager of the
It's
podcast.
called the call to action.
Oh, yeah.
Your forehead is rather big today.
It's big
Oh.
every day. It's 4 fingers.
Another,
mine. That's why I wear
another
hats.
I've got another one. Another 10,000 likes and I will fight Ali and destroy him in front of his family.
5,000 likes and that will happen.
2 likes and that will happen.
10 likes. 10 likes. and I will
100% we're
fight
getting to
him.
that. 100%.
I will box him and we will put
We'll
it
buy
on our
GoPros.
Instagram page.
We'll buy GoPros and
And
we'll
our
attach
TikTok
it to the
page.
both of you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a deal.
You know he's fighting me in 2 years.
I will destroy
Oh,
him.
God.
We'll start training then.
Okay, I need to get in the gym. I don't have funds at the moment. We're spending
Every
all on
day-
lights.
You don't need gym for boxing.
Every day you're not training, 2 years is getting closer, by the way.
That's true. He's not lying.
Ow.
I'm still gonna beat
Did we fight in backyard boxing?
No, because I
Who
was
did you
very
fight?
skinny back then. I fought Govin.
He was the hefty. He had a hefty
I
punch.
took
though.
I took a big punch of him to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gut.
I mean, out of everyone to fight, is like the second worst.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know he could have landed a glove on me.
Oh, that's when you were like in prime.
Prime physical form. Prime.
physical form.
I
We'll-
can do that
we'll
now,
clip
to
it
be
there.
honest.
Wait, I
Easy.
didn't take any videos.
Just a
I only
little
got
bit heavier.
photos.
And we'll be better at that. Should we do drug story?
Go on.
Drug
Edibles.
story. Okay, so Muhsin doesn't do
Drugs.
Allegedly.
weed.
Allegedly.
He's done
All
it
of this
before,
is
but
allegedly.
he dabbled. So one day, at a barbecue, someone was like, "Oh, would you like to do an edible?" And he went, "Yeah, why not?" If any of you know Muhsin, or I've even seen him on here, he just started going into like autopilot.
Full Muslim mode.
There was no filter with anything, but it was like someone was mixing the stuff differently in his brain.
It was incredible. But you know the funniest thing is, I don't remember any of this.
None of it. You
'Cause
lot
I-
need to handle your
I
shit.
was bugging like him.
You lot can't handle anything.
I was. Do you know how long it took me to get from you at the barbecue to get a glass of water to bring it back to you?
I was cooking the whole time, yeah, bunning, drinking, and you lot couldn't handle a little fucking. And I took an edible as well.
It took
I
me
was
half an hour to get you a glass of water.
And then you drove home. I'm joking, he didn't drive home.
No, this is all allegedly.
That was a good time in life.
The
That was a great
barbecue
time.
peaked. We peaked too early.
On the way here, we were picking memories and then picking a song for that memory. Barbecue Summer definitely made a visit.
What song reminds you of our barbecues?
Jam by Starboy featuring Chronix and Wizkid.
Sing it now.
10 song. No.
Location from Dave.
What about you?
Location by Dave.
Mad.
What
'Cause we
song?
played
You
it,
guys
yeah.
win.
What song reminds you of first year of uni? For me, it's Hotline Bling.
It's the trifecta. It's the trifecta. I can't. It's one dance, work, and what's the last one?
Hotline Bling.
No, it wasn't Hotline Bling.
Yes, there was.
Hotline Bling felt like second year.
No, that was first.
Hotline
year.
Bling was
No,
second.
that was
Your
your
second year.
that was no
My first year, your second
your
year.
first year. No, it was one dance, and then what else was on the album?
Hotline Bling.
Passion
They
Fruit.
No, but you know what I
No,
mean.
it was
The
the
one
next one.
dancey kind of vibe.
Oh, Man's Not Hot was second year.
No, you lot are not getting this. Yeah. One dance, work, and what was it? The other one with Drake and Rihanna. No, it wasn't Drake and Rihanna. It was just Drake.
I'm too good to you.
Too good.
Uh-huh,
Too good.
You
Yeah.
take my love for granted. So I feel about you.
My
Yeah,
first.
it was that one. 10.
Living my best life. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Best life.
Yeah.
Was
It's a
somehow.
terrible song.
It is really shit. We
I
listened to it on the way
really,
here.
really
It's
like it,
bad.
though.
It's a really bad song.
Looking at you, thinking about me.
One Nason's he's got a good voice, but I feel like he just sings whatever's in front of him. We were sitting at the lounge, talking on podcasts.
Should I tell you
It wasn't a
about
great example.
the one time?
I'll take it back.
The second time I passed out.
You passed out.
I passed out from a night out. You're gonna have to.
I've never passed out.
So this is what
Too
happened.
late.
Viraj. We were having a house party at ours, so it was a prees for just a normal Friday night.
It fell on the floor.
We can get another one.
It's fine. Carry
Can we get another tip, please? No, he didn't. He didn't see that. No, did I see it?
I think he said yeah.
He said, "Yeah, cool." Viraj we were organising a house party. Oh, it was a prees Friday night, or I think it was a Friday night. I think the football lot had come over. Every person from the house had invited people, different people from different places. So it got really interesting. There was a lot of individuals in this household, and I don't know what possessed me, but I started drinking hard. Don't know why. I think you know what we did? We had bottles of Ciroc that people had left at our house. They were empty, and we filled it up with water and we gave it to people. So they thought they were getting drunk, but we weren't. But I was very drunk at this point, and I remember being in our garden, chatting to some people, and I made my way back. Oh, it's cool. We were good. Made my way back, and I'm making my way through the house, chatting to people. I don't know what happened, but I started losing it. Like I was feeling tired.
That's happened to me before.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening to me.
It's like-
I
it's
took a
like
hit
literally, yeah.
and I just died.
That's happened to me before. I was at a concert once, and I literally
Are
like.
you gonna cut me off like halfway through my story?
No, but
then
they're
there's
weird.
a whole progression of this, yeah. So I get to
Go.
our first fridge. We had 2 fridges. So the first fridge, everyone's dancing, everyone's vibing. I'm moving my way through the house, trying to get to the front door because I heard someone's there. And I get to the fridge, and I'm like, I need a pick me up. And I make my way back. Oh, it's cool. We were good. We made my way through the house, trying to get to the front door because I heard someone's there. And I get to the fridge, and I'm like, I need a pick me up. And I make my way back. And I make my way through the house, trying to get to the front door because I heard someone's there. And I get to the fridge, I need to pick me up ASAP. So there's monsters in the fridge, so I take a hit of the monster. I just go like I'm awake, but it's like my heart is pumping too fast. There's too much in me, too many different things. So I'm making my way, and
I need a downer now.
Yeah, but I close the fridge door, and I don't remember anything past that. I remember getting to the front door, and this individual had come to the party to see me, and I just passed out in front of her. First time I've ever met this person, and I passed out in front of her.
That's good.
I said hi,
Nice.
and all I remember is, oh,
Oh, you fully fell. Oh, like a sack of
and my
shit.
housemate caught me. I don't know how he caught me, but he caught me.
Who?
Rick. Rick caught me, strong one. So I wake up, first time. Big guy. Rick is hench. Picks me up, puts me in our boy's bedroom, Rahul's bedroom, on the ground floor.
It'll be alright.
Yeah? But I wake up like about 15 minutes later. Yeah, I'm on the bed, they're all around me. I'm like, oh, where am I? They're like, you're good, you passed out, you're all right. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I think you should take it easy tonight. I'm like, yeah, don't worry. I'm taking a sip of water, and everyone's leaving. I make my way up to my room. I pass out. I wake up, and my boys are sitting on the bed with me. I'm like, oh, like, should we go to the SU now? They're like, nah, we've been to the SU and we've come back. And I'm just awake at this point. Like, I'm just normal. Like,
You
everything's
missed the
gone
whole
through my
night.
system. I missed the whole night.
How did you miss 4 hours?
I don't know, but I've woken up and they're there with me. And they're
So it's like you've just gone.
yeah,
yeah.
like just like that. Like, oh, should we go? And they're like, we've gone and come back. I don't think you understand. I'm like, I don't know how this has happened. The funniest thing is my door then opens and the individual that had come to see me was there. So she had gone to the SU and come back and was in my room. And I was like, huh?
What a night.
And that was probably the wildest night I've had at university.
That was that's pretty wild. You even go out.
I went out,
Pretty
but I
good.
went out. It was the most incredible thing in the world.
Well, we know what your wildest night is.
I was a legend.
I'm trying to think what mine would be. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
Nah. I know. They're like, but it's freshers. Freshers doesn't really count.
At times at freshers, I've never even made it out pre-drinks.
Can I tell the story about
Don't know,
how you were in my halls in first year freshers before I even knew who you were?
If you want, I don't think it's that funny.
It's not
And it was in
funny.
my balls as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Cancel this story. Should we do quickfire?
Let's do some quick fire. We've got 10 minutes.
It's quick fire.
Mind your fucking business.
Okay.
Quick fire is Twitter. We go through
Give us
trending
topics
topics.
and we just react to the topics real quick.
Muslim likes to react. We have a react channel. Did you
We're
not know?
innovators.
Oh.
Right. So everyone gets out Twitter because it's
1
obviously
minute,
different from all
1 minute
people.
fire.
Okay. Actor Dean Stockwell dies at 85.
Don't know who he
that
is, but R.I.P.
I'm sorry,
Rip.
sorry for your life. Canadian woman becomes first person to be diagnosed with climate change. What?
Diagnosed.
What? Hold on. Canadian woman becomes world's
Trump
first
is
patient
furious.
to be diagnosed with climate change. We're all suffering due to climate change, but this Canadian woman becomes the first
She
patient.
didn't drive an electric car.
I don't know how this has
I
happened.
can't come into work. I feel a bit warm.
She's suffering from climate change.
How are you feeling?
Heat waves
Overcast.
and poor air quality were responsible for this condition. Dr. Kyle Merritt, responsible for the diagnosis, is a senior citizen
Was
from
on
Nelson
crack.
in British Columbia who suffered from asthma. So this was the first time in a decade that he wrote climate change as a cause of suffering.
So they got diagnosed
It's real.
with breathing problems,
Greta
but
Thunberg was right.
not climate change.
Only Greta Thunberg can save her.
How dare you?
The Liverpool Echo is trending. Student claims he found the biggest chip ever seen while feasting on a Wetherspoons pub lunch.
What?
Student claims he found the biggest chip ever seen while feasting on a Wetherspoons pub lunch. Harry, 22, couldn't help filming the giant potato chip as he tucked into his wrap and burger at the Old Swan in pub.
I saw.
It was a massive 13.4 inches.
raw.
I like how we felt the need to call the newspapers.
It's not that big.
There's a whole forum where people measured their chips from
Mate,
Wetherspoons.
look
and
at the
submitted
size
it.
of that
I was about
chip.
to say, there's what the fuck?
There's a whole forum for this. People measured
Wow,
their
I
chips
need
at
to-
Wetherspoons
Yeah.
to find the biggest one.
I need to save this tweet. How do I do that?
How big was the potato?
Huge! I'm guessing the two chips in the fire just molded together.
It's
Warren
not
Buffett's
fucking-
trending.
It's not fucking mixing cement.
Mala Yousafzai just got married and her wedding photos are gorgeous.
I don't know who that is, but good luck to her.
Congratulations.
Former Teen Vogue cover star.
Oh, Malala, bro, she's
Oh, yes, I know.
she's a Nobel Prize peace winner.
Yes. Good for her.
She's the one who was shot by the Taliban, I believe, or the Al Qaeda.
Odell Beckham Jr. is trending.
Good for him.
Oh, good for him.
He's still rich.
Yep.
Eternals, the Marvel film, is trending.
No one cares.
The worst reviews of any Marvel film. Here's a...
It looks shit.
All Marvel films
I
apart
think
from
it
the
looks
Avengers
quite
are
good.
It
trash.
just looks like famous people in green screen.
Princess Diana is trending.
I think she passed away.
She's
Yeah,
dead.
she looks amazing.
Not anymore.
No, definitely not anymore.
I'm not sure how, like, you know the Japanese city of Seoul? Is it Japan? Seoul will be the first city government to join the metaverse.
Well, that doesn't sound
That's
good.
a whole different topic for next week, because we can't, Juice WRLD is trending because of ASTROWORLD. How much money would you pay to come back from the dead?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't, because
I
I'd be
wouldn't.
dead.
I've been looking to leave anyway. I'm joking.
And on that note, it's time to end the show.
Is that it?
That's always trending on my feed. What's on yours?
I use Twitter.
Where are we at in the second half?
We're at 52 minutes.
That's when we end the show.
Shoot the ad.
We have nothing to advertise at the moment.
You just shoot another ad for the sake of shooting another ad.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Smoke
Welcome.
Session Podcast. This is Ali. He's overweight. We're
me.
trying to work that.
We're trying
I'm
to-
also overweight.
it's a
Viraj
long
is not, and he
process.
has chocolate chip cookies for nipples. Here's what you need to do.
Viraj
We're
can
going
eat
to do
anything he
more
wants,
1 minute
he's skinny.
smokes in January. If you don't come,
There's going to be a lot of
he'll
shows.
continue to dance, and that will
I'm
upset
creative
everyone.
director, so make me happy and just come.
The more
come
money
to the
we
show.
make, the faster he can get a hairline transplant and fix that massive
This won't be a
forehead.
problem.
Viraj, take off your hat. Let
Don't
everyone
wow
see what's
us,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah, but they see it anyway.
You're 23.
And you're wearing
Don't
sunglasses
just copy.
inside.
Don't just copy Kazim's jokes.
Kakeem.
He's gonna cuss me so hard now.
Kakeem Jamil.
Kakeem Jamal.
Jamil.
Is his surname Jamal?
Jamil.
It is. Kazim, I love you, man. I think your content's good. I think you're a funny black comedian, and that's his handle. Good.
Hi, Kakeem.
Viraj is racist. All right, cool. Thank you for coming.
Say goodbye.
Bye. I'll see you lot again, innit? Maybe not next week, but maybe not the week after. Or maybe next week, and maybe the week after. Yeah, man.